Hey guys, what's going on? This is AJ with Relentless Racing. I'm playing with this new microphone. Not so sure if you guys can hear me or not. I hope you guys can. I'm gonna put this right on my shirt right here. Hopefully that works. So I'm just doing a test. I know that some people said that they wanted to see some driving tips. So what I did was I kind of put out this janky camera setup in the car just to see if it'll work. And today we're rocking it in my 2000 Acura Integra. This is a GSR. I even put a light down there for you guys. I'm not so sure if you can see my feet or not, but let me see if that thing's on. Well, maybe it's not. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can or not, but anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple loops, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'll look at my camera because obviously my phone is back behind me. And I don't know, we'll talk about stuff. Mainly about heel and toe. I'm on a loop that I typically practice on. This is in Long Beach. There are two streets that run parallel to each other that are kind of fast, and so I just keep turning right. Anyhow, let's just talk about seating position. When my lower back is all the way up against the back seat, my arms go up about here, and so my wrists should rest on the steering wheel. I also sit up just a little bit more straight. If anything, if you're sitting in a gangster lane, you don't have a lot of control with your arms. So, in any case, let's just come up here, and I'm just gonna go around in a circle, and this is something that I do every day, and it's just to practice what's going on. I hope you can see my feet, but let's just go around the block here a couple times. And I'm not necessarily going to speed, maybe a little bit. Like right now, it's the speed limit's 40. You could see my tachometer, and hopefully you can hear the motor revving. I'll shut up here in a second. We're about to turn right here, so I'm going to speed up just a little bit. And I typically drive with both my hands up here, but to allow you guys to see my feet, I'm going to put this hand down. So I'm coming in, I'm about to make a right-hand turn, smooth on the brake. Downshift twice, get on the gas. Ah, yes. Love the sounds of a revving Honda. There's a red light that's coming up here. Look at the revs. Smooth brake, straight line. A lot of people think it's a fast movement. It is not a fast movement when you are doing some downshifting. I'm not so sure if this light is affecting your view, but let's try it again. And one more time, I'm just going around in a circle. This is just right by the Long Beach airport. Two fast running streets. Usually I can catch these things and they're green, so I don't really have to stop, but it's important to learn how to stop as well. So I'm coming around the corner here. Now as I come around the corner right here, there's a slight bend to the right, and here's the stoplight. I'm going to bring straight line. Again, smooth on the brake. Nice heel and toes, smoothness. Get on the gas. So I'm going to go around one more time, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to pick up my phone, and I'll try and answer some of you guys' questions. I'm not even so sure if you guys can hear me, or if you can see any of this stuff, or if anyone's even watching. So let's just go into this corner one more time. And this time I'm going to do something a little bit different. This is something when I first started. Instead of heeling and towing, I'm going to apply the brake, and I'm going to wrap the throttle and rev match only. Apply the brake. I did it again. It's tough to get, two in there, but if you can get two in there, you should always try, whenever you're decelerating, to try and get at least one heel and toe in. If you can do this on the street, you could definitely do this on the track. So here we come up again. We're coming up to a right-hand turn. And if you notice, I don't shift really hard. I'm always trying to shift nice and smooth. And the reason why is because it doesn't affect the vehicle. I don't want the vehicle to be too much like this or too much, it gets wonky. Here we come again. Brake. It's really all about finessing the throttle and the clutch, and obviously the brake too. So I always talk about, there's an expression I have, slow and smooth, but smooth is fast. So I'm going to come into here. We're in 4th gear. I'm going to apply the brake. Nice and smooth. Smooth into 2nd. The car doesn't get jerky or anything like that. And the inputs are smooth. That's the key, is a smooth input. So I'm going to come around the corner over here. And once I take that right turn, I'm going to pull over. I'm going to grab my camera. And I'm going to answer any of your guys' questions if anyone is actually watching. I hope you guys can hear and hope you can see my feet. I tried my best to capture the road, the tachometer, and the stick as well. So here we again. It seems like a backwards NASCAR. We're always turning right. I'm going to come into the turn right here. Smooth brake. Wrap the throttle. Wrap the throttle. Rotate. Again, I'd normally use 2 hands there, but since I want you guys to see what's going on, I won't. I'm going to make this turn right here. We're in 3rd gear. Again, smooth brake. Hopefully you can hear all that. Let's see. So let me turn around right here and I will answer any questions if there are any, and then I'll do some more loops and maybe show you guys whatever it is that you're asking. Again, if anyone's watching. So let me grab the camera. I'm not so sure if I can grab it from this angle. I'll try. Let's see. So, it looks like there's 2 of you on here right now. Let's see. Are there any questions in here? Let's see here. Let me scroll all the way back. Let me flip this camera. So, can you guys hear me? Let's see here. Let's see. Rip a drift. Pull the e-brake. You won't. E-slide it. Do a flip. Hit the VTEC. Trip the tires. Damn, you slow, bro. Get on that gas pedal. Honk at the elderly woman. Okay, driver's ed. Okay, good angle view of stick. Okay, well, there aren't really any more questions. I'm going to go around a couple more times. Let me flip this back around. And let's see if I can put this back in here. I guess I should check this before I put this on. Let's see. Let me jump out and make sure that that view is correct. Take this guy off real quick. All right, I think that view is going to work. Let's try it again. Try my new fancy microphone. Let's put it on my seatbelt, see how that works. All right, let's try this. Let's put the glasses on so we can see. So this time, when I go around, I'm going to talk a little bit more about practicing for heel and toe, but without heeling and towing. Pick up some revs here. So I'm in 4th gear right now. So instead of heeling and towing, to practice, I'm going to brake, get the car to slow down, rev match the 3rd, brake, rev match the 2nd. Come to a stop, nice and smooth. And let's continue on. I'm going to do that thing one more time. And that's just rev matching. So if you can't get the heel and toe action right at the beginning, this is what I suggest that you do, is practice rev matching first. So here we go again. I'm going to go into a straight line right here. There's a light coming up here. It's green, which is what I was hoping on. We're in 4th gear right now. I'm going to brake, slow the car down. Rev match in the 3rd, brake. Rev match in the 2nd. Take the turn. Let's try it one more time. 3rd gear. Here's fourth gear. Smooth brake. Get the car to slow down. Rev match into third. Rev match into second. Take the green light. That is what I like. So if you run two parallel streets, and just keep turning rights, works out really well. If you notice when I shift, I'm really finesse the clutch so that way the car doesn't jump. Okay, here we come again. Practice just rev matching, no heel and toe. Brake. Brake. That was coming in pretty hot. So I'll go one more time around and I'll see if there's any questions. All right, let's do this one more time. This exercise is just rev matching. We're in fourth gear. I'm gonna slow the car down with the brake. Rev match to third. Slow the car. Rev match to second. So when you guys are watching this process, one of the important things to watch is the tachometer. When you watch the tachometer, watch what happens when I'm rev matching. That's really the key, is you want to make sure that you match the revs where the motor's going to come back in when you let the clutch back out. So fourth gear, watch the tachometer, brake. That one I had a heel and toe because it's coming in too fast. So the key to the rev matching is understanding what's happening with the tachometer and what's happening with the motor. We want to rev match so that way when we get back on the gas, the motor doesn't engine brake us. That was a heel and toe. So I'm going to take one more right turn. I'm going to stop for a little bit and see if there are any questions. I don't know if anyone's watching. We'll find out. Even when you shift at a high rev, it's got to be smooth. You don't want the car to jump around because that causes instability when you're racing. That's why everything's got to be smooth and finessed. All right, I'm going to pull it over here. Let's see if there are any questions. Let's go to one more. So we're in fourth. Let me flip her around. Let's see if there are any questions. Again, I'm just practicing over by the Long Beach Airport. All right, let me put that like that. Oh, I can't reach the camera. Let's put that on like that. Let's see if there are any questions. Whoops. Okay. All right. Audio's excellent. That sounds good. Let's see here. View is good. Excellent. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Hey, Louie, how's it going? I don't think anyone's watching right now. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to go around a couple more times, just try this out a little bit more and see what happens. How about like that? Whoops. Go. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let me jump out of the car real quick and just check and see if the camera is looking all right. Looks like tweak just a little bit. Look at this. Okay guys, sorry. Let me try and get this thing back on here. Alright. I'm not going to stop for any more questions. I'm just going to drive. Alright, let's have some fun then. Forget about all this training stuff. Let's just drive. Let's practice a little bit. I love practicing in a stock vehicle like this. I think that's one of the number one problems with beginners when they first come in. They don't understand that you have to learn how to drive in a stockish car. You could totally learn how to drive in one that's modded out, but the learning curve is just steeper. It takes you longer. Because all that power, all the grip, all the aero, it hides your driver deficiencies. So learning in a stock car like this is, I think, is the best thing that you could ever do. And that's one of the reasons why I drive this thing. This car looks like hell, but I don't even care. Because it allows me to practice all this stuff. It allows me to be smooth. You can heel and toe on the street just like this. It is great when you're on the track. It takes so much more skill and more finesse to do this on the street. Oh, look at that. I just flipped 143,100 miles on this thing, which isn't a lot of miles, but I gotta tell you, this thing does not look very good. It goes through a quart of oil every week. But man, she sure is still fun to drive. As long as I keep putting oil in her, I can't get her to quit running. It's amazing. All stock, no modifications except for wheels and tires. Oh, and the antenna. Wheels and tires were stolen from the original owner, who I bought it from. And I guess they broke the antenna, so it no longer has a power antenna. Alright, let's see how we do on this right turn up here. I think probably one of the keys to learning how to heel and toe is understanding you're not going to get it perfect every single time. It took me about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get heel and toe where I could get it maybe 4 out of 10 times right. Now, it's probably about 9 out of 10 times it's right. And if it's not right, it's pretty damn close. And it's all based on how I practice right here. And this is kind of what I do whenever I'm driving. Anytime I do any downshifting, I'm going to heel and toe at least once. Smooth brake. Nice rev match. You can see the tachometer. When I rev match, that thing is dead still. When I come back into the gear, that thing sits right where it's supposed to sit. And really, it's all about the finesse and being able to wrap the throttle properly. Here comes that right turn again. Let's go into 5th gear, pick up our speed just a little bit. Smooth brake. Perfect. Just a pure rev match right there. Awesome. And I really do, like I said before, I really do enjoy driving my little stock Integra. It's actually scary when I bring it to the track and I can keep up with some people. Here we go, here we go. Coming in real hot. Smooth brake. All real smooth movements. Here we go. Even when I wind that thing out, I don't want that car to jump too much. Try and keep those shifts smooth. And that's really all about playing with the clutch. I let the clutch out a little bit and just kind of ease it in so that way it doesn't jerk the car. Another common issue that I have with drivers when I sit with them when I'm instructing, first thing they do is they shift and my head gets knocked back. My helmet gets knocked back into the seat, and that is one of my biggest pet peeves. You have to shift smooth. Keep the car stable. Also, you notice I never shift really fast. It's just nice and smooth. There's no need to shift super fast like that. It doesn't gain you anything. All it does is send an impact force right through your drivetrain. That's when you start ruining transmissions. Slowing the car down. Finesse the clutch. Finesse is not only just pushing the pedals down, it's also releasing them. Slow and smooth, but smooth is fast. Here we go. Let's put it in the fifth gear. Let's see if we can get three heel and toes. Coming in hot. Fourth. Third. Second. Oh yeah, what's up? God, that feels good. I hope you guys can hear the sound of the motor. We're in fourth gear. Smooth brake. Third. Whoops, I missed there. There's second. Nice. So I was a little off on my rev match there, but that's okay. Because I used a smooth clutch, it allowed the motor to come back in nice and smooth. But like I said, if you can get it better and better, each time, the more you practice, it almost becomes second nature. I don't even need to look at the speed or anything like that. I can just tell how fast I'm going, how much to wrap the throttle to make it work. Here we go again. Fourth gear, smooth brake. You know when you do a perfect heel and toe, because the car is smooth when it's coming down. It makes that sound. It goes bum bum bum. You almost want it to sound like, I guess, like an automatic transmission, if you will, or like one of those new Camaros. The new Camaros have the auto rev match in them. You can hear it, like when you're standing at the main station at Buttonwillow. You can hear the Camaros come in. They'll come in and they'll be like, bum bum. I hope you guys can hear that rev matching. It sounds awesome in my car. I mean, I don't even have an exhaust on here, but it still sounds good. Alright, let's see how we ride in here. I'm going to take it up to fifth gear. Yeah, I'm speeding a little bit, but I'm okay with that. As long as there are no cops, everything's okay. Smooth brake. Oh yeah. Oh, man, that feels so good. Downshifting, using heel and toe, there's something about it just kind of warms the soul. When you do it well, God, that sound is so addictive. And I think that's one of the reasons why I drive my little Integra, my ugly Integra, every day still. Here we go. Fourth gear. We're coming in pretty hot here. 70 miles an hour. Late brake. Well, let me stop one more time, see if there's any questions, and if there are, I can possibly answer them if anyone's watching. Smooth brake. All right, let's see if there are any questions. Okay. I'm not so sure who's still left on here. Teak Master is still on here. Hey, what's going on, dude? In any case, I guess I'm going to be finished up for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys had a good time. I was just testing this out. I hope this thing works. This system that I have on here is a little bit janky, but you can kind of see my little system here. I'm using a what do they call that thing? I don't know what they call it, an Irwin clamp, I guess. Got my RAM thing right there, and it's connected to my headrest right here. Pretty crazy. Let's see, who else joined here? How many feathers are on a Purdue chicken? That I don't know, Teak Master. I have no clue, dude. I have no clue. But check out this weird mount that I built here, dude. What the hell's a Purdue chicken, by the way? Let me fix my microphone. Sorry. Alright, guys. Well, I think I'm going to be signing off, but thanks for hanging out with me and watching some stuff on my driving. Hope you guys picked up some stuff, but I'll do a little bit more testing. I'll announce it. I just wanted to test my setup, see if I can get it to work. Whoops. My microphone is way down here, sorry. Put my microphone back on. Boop. All right, like that. All right, guys. Well, hope you guys have a good evening. I'm going to go back to the house and rock and roll, work on a few of the cars and see how it goes. All right, guys, this is AJ with Relentless Racing. Stay relentless, and I'll see you guys at the track. Later.